guys, today in this video, Fun with Mathematics, we are going to find a new trick for finding the square root for a perfect square number. So what is a perfect square number? Before knowing what is a perfect square number, let us see what a square and a square root is. Okay, a square is when a number is multiplied by the same number, you get an answer, which means this answer is the square of this number. Square basically is multiplying a number with the same number. Okay, so in here you can see the squares of numbers 1 to 10. What is a square root? The square root, seriously, it scares many children. Whenever they see the square root on the paper, they get scared. There is no need to scare, because it's very easy when you understand what it is. Okay, a square root is just the inverse of this square. When you put a square root of 4, it means that this number, if it gains a pair inside this umbrella, if it gains a pair inside this root, then that number which forms the pair will be the answer. So 4 will be the pair of what? So how do I find it? By doing a prime factorization, I can find it. So 4, when I do a prime factorization, I will get 2 and 2. So now my 4 can be written as 2 into 2. Yeah, now it is written in pair. So it can fight with this root and then it can come out of the root. So the root of 4 is 2. What is the root of 16? So now how will I find it? Put 16, do a prime factorization, 2, 8, 2, 4, 2, 2. So my 16 can be written as root of 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. So we have got 2 pairs of 2. So for one pair, 1 2 can come out of the root. For another pair, another 2 can come out of the root. When I multiply it, I will get 4. So the square root of 16 is 4. So this is the method used to find the square root for a perfect square. A perfect square is the one which will have all the pairs inside this root. Say take for example, I have a number 6. Can I find the root for 6? Let me check. Root of 6 is equal to 2. So I will do a prime factorization. 2 times, 3 times. Sorry, Mr. Number 6, you are not getting a pair inside the square root. So what I can do? I cannot find, a perfect square number. So I can get an answer, but then it will not be a whole number. It will be an integer. Okay, there is a method also to find the root of a non-perfect squares, but then first you will have to realize these are the non-perfect squares, for which there is, no whole number square will exist. See, there is 1, 4, 9, 16, 25. So any number that is going to be in between these numbers will not be a perfect square, because after 4, there is a 5. So if there is any number that is in between, that will be a square of somewhere around, somewhere in between 4 to 5, which will be 4.1, 4.2, it will be some irrational or, never ending number. Okay. So now this is how we do square and square roots. So the aim of this particular video is to, to know a shortcut method to find the perfect find the square root for a perfect square. First we will find a perfect square number, and then we will do by the traditional method. Okay, so let me take one perfect square number, which is 144. 144 is the square of 12. So 12 square is 144. So let me try to find the root of 144. I have to get 12. So traditional method is a prime factorization method. So 144, do the prime factorization. We'll start with 2, 7, 2, 2, 3, 6, 2, 18, 2, 9, 3, 3. So the root of 144 can be written as 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 3. So all of them have pairs. So for one pair, the other pair and the other pair. So this will be 12. So root of 144 is 12. So this is the traditional method we use to find the square root for a perfect square. Now I am going to teach you a shortcut to find the root for a perfect square. What is that? Let us see now. Take the same 144. Now just listen carefully, step by step. Any number for that matter, what you will have to do, first you will have to take the ones digit. What is the ones digit here? The ones digit is 4. Now from 1 to 10, just check whose numbers square gives 4 at the ones place. So 2 gives a 4 at ones place and 8 gives a 4 in ones place. So I can write the ones place of my answer can be either 2 or 8. Okay. Now what should I do? The step number 2, I will have to strike out this middle number. Okay. And then the hundreds. Okay. In the hundreds place, whatever number is there, I will have to find a number, okay, whose square is less than or equal to this number. Okay. So it is 1. So 1 square is 1, 2 square is 4. So which number should I take? I should take 1 as the result. Okay. So the answer will be either 12 or 18. 18 is ruled out. Why? Because 18 into 10 itself will give 180. Okay. But the answer is 144. So my answer would be 12. Okay. So without doing any tedious calculation, we found that the root of 144 is 12. Okay. Shall we try with another number? Now I will take a bit larger number which is a perfect square. Okay. And that number is 729. Okay. Now in this 729, I will take the ones digit and check which number's square will give 9 in the ones place. 3 and 7. So my answer will have either 3 or 7 in the ones place. Okay. Now I will strike out the tens digit and take the 100th digit and then check which number's square is less than or equal to this number. Okay. So that is 2, because 3 square is 9, which is beyond 7. So I have to take 2. So my answer would be either 23 or it will be 27. Okay. Now 23 will be ruled out. Why will it be ruled out? Because the number is larger, the number is 729. So it is almost near 30. So 30 into 30 is 900. So it is almost near 800 and 900. So 27 will be the answer. So the root of 729 will be equal to 27. Okay. Let us see another example. Another thing here is when there is a 5. Okay. So when there is a 5, the ones number will always be a 5, isn't so? So let us check that. 625. So which number on multiplying will give 5? Only 5 will give a 5. So let me put 5 here. That will be my ones digit of the answer. I will cut down the tens place, take the 100th digit and then check which number's square will give me a number that is equal to or less than 6. So that will be 2. Why? Because 3 into 3 will give me 9, that is greater than 6. So, I have to put 2 here. So, 25 is the answer. Root of 625 is equal to 25. Very simple, isn't so? Okay, let us check for a 4-digit number now. Let me take the number 1681. So, for a 4-digit number also, the logic is the same. Take the ones digit and then check whose square will give 1 at the ones place. It will be either 9 or 1. Okay, so my answer, in my answer, the ones place will be either 1 or 9. Cut down the tens place number and then take up the remaining numbers. So, 16 is the square of 4. So, the answer will be either 41 or 49. So, now tell me which number should I take? Should I take 41 or 49? You are correct. I should take 41 because 40 into 40 will be 1600. So, this number is very close to 1600. So, this will be a square of 41. This is a very simple trick that you can use to find the root of a perfect square. Remember, if it is not a perfect square, this method will not work. Okay. So, for any perfect square, any large number that is a perfect square, this method will work perfectly. So, now find the square root of 3844. This is a perfect square. Now, I guess you can do it within seconds. Find the answer and put it in the comment box. There is another method to find the square root for a perfect as well as a non-perfect square. That is a long division method, which I will teach you in the next video. Hope this video was helpful to you. If it was helpful, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Let's meet in another useful video. Thank you. Bye-bye.